And today, ladies and gentlemen, we got a special guest in the building. Look at this face. You're going to see it all year.
You see it. You see it.
Okay, he came in wearing his colors that literally, let me get this straight right now, nobody cares about. Nobody cares about them. His name is Adam the Jet. He's the newest member of our family. Say what's up, Adam.
Yo, what's up, guys? What's up? My name is Adam. I'm a Jets fan for about 10 years. I've been suffering for a long time, but this year might be different. I have so many expectations from this team. Man, Aaron Rodgers is in that building. You know what that means. Yo, we might, go for it all, with Dalvin Cook that just been adding up to the lineup with a top 5 defense. What do you think?
You know what I just think? You know what just made me think? I want to talk to people out there right now. And this is very serious.
Mhm.
This is kind of off the podcast right now. If anybody out there, okay, is suffering from mental health issues, you guys, I want you guys to know there's always somebody out there for you, okay?
Hey.
There's always somebody out there willing to listen and willing to understand what you're going through. Unfortunately for you, Adam, that's not here, okay? This is not a therapy session. I asked you to tell the people to say hi to everybody, and you jumped into the issues that you've had for 20 years.
I'm just so hyped up. I've never been so hyped up for a Jet season. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I had to make my.
I'm pretty sure I speak
mind.
for everybody here when I say no one cares.
Bro,
No one
who
cares.
cares about
Okay.
your Cowboys? Look at this. You
Talk
make me
that-
sit in the Cowboys.
Talk that
Cowboys
shit.
chair right here.
Talk
Oh,
that
come
shit.
on, man. Put
Talk
that
that
on
shit.
your seat. I don't want that. Come on.
Listen,
I know, man. Don't do that. Don't do
be
that.
wrapped up in
And you know
greatness.
what? You know what? Jets and Cowboys week 2. Oh man, it's gonna be something.
Yo, you know we're gonna do that game together. There's no way we're not gonna
Yo,
do that
for
game
sure.
together.
I'm here.
Okay,
I'm
so
here.
listen. Okay, so there is a lot of changes that the Jets made this year. A lot of things that you're going through. Obviously, we have to talk. We talked about it a bit before yesterday. The elephant in the room. Let's get to the elephant in the room. Obviously, you got a new quarterback. What do you think of Aaron Rodgers being there this year?
Man, Aaron Rodgers. What can I say? He's a all first ballot Hall of Famer.
No,
first of all.
sorry, no, he's not. No, he's not. He only has one chip. He's a very good quarterback. Won a couple of MVPs, but let's not crown him yet. Let's not crown him yet. He is what he say he is.
If
He is what we say he is.
If he retires today, he will be a Hall of Famer, no doubt about it. If we're talking about passing yards,
Special shout out to my
passing
big sis.
touchdowns, and all that stuff, all these accolades, MVPs, first team All Pros, and all that stuff. He is something else. You see it. I know you from the last episode. You said you didn't watch the Hard Knocks, but he's bringing something so different to the team. This is what, like 19 years in the league.
Okay, so
Marinado?
talk about it. I haven't watched Hard Knocks, but how has the locker room changed since he's been there?
It's I mean, he's coming with all this experience, and it's not only him. It's Nathaniel Hackett, which
Mhm.
was his OC back in Green Bay.
Exactly, no one cares.
Where I know, like, people, like even Sean Payton talks shit about him,
And he should. Go ahead.
yeah, and he talked shit about him because he did.
Okay,
he did
let's
wrong
let's
in
just
in
tell the truth
Broncos.
about. Okay, I know you're celebrating your new girlfriend. Okay, I know you're in love with your new girlfriend, but let's tell the truth about something with your new girlfriend. Does have a reputation for being not the nicest person.
Yeah,
Does have a reputation for being a bit of a snob.
yeah. Well, the last few years in Green Bay, for sure, he didn't have all the weapons that he needed to get the chip, and you saw it live on TV last year that he was losing patience to the young receivers, and the play calling wasn't really what he wanted to sometimes,
Exactly.
and he had to move on, and that's why he wanted to retire. Went all to the darkness street. Darkness thing. I don't know what he did.
Well,
But
yeah, but I mean, okay, listen. To be honest and fair to him, Green Bay never really did a good job of giving him weapons when they wanted. I mean, at one point they concentrated on defense. At one point they concentrated on uh, 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 kind of getting the line done, but he was asking for receivers and they never gave it to him. One thing he does have this year is receivers.
he has so many
Because I
receivers,
think
and
it's yeah.
it's not only like he came in and he had the rookie offensive of the year, Garrett Wilson, and
Yo,
then
who I think is the most underrated player in the league right now. That brother is a beast.
Oh, he is.
That
He
brother
is.
is a beast.
I mean, the guy did an amazing season with three different quarterback last year.
Yeah.
I mean,
None of them of the level of
no,
Aaron
not.
Rodgers.
Oh my God, it was a nightmare. We had the best. I mean, one of the top defense in the league last year, and we couldn't make the playoff because we didn't have any offense. You're talking about Zach Wilson and Mike White and oh man, Joe Flacco, which is really washed up right now. So we needed. We had all the pieces together to go for a long run, but all we needed was a quarterback, and then right now we have it. So
Okay, no. That's not okay. You also picked up Dalvin Cook, which I think is another
oh,
underrated move that you made this year.
mhm,
Listen, if Brees Hall comes back to what he was playing like at the beginning of last season, because let's tell the truth, he was on his way to becoming Rookie of the Year.
on his way,
You could have
for
had
sure,
you could have had a fight, a legit fight for two Rookies of the Year
for
on
sure.
the same team. If he comes back to the form that he had last season, along with Dalvin Cook, you add Aaron Rodgers. I don't see how you're not a playoff contender. I don't see how you're not a Super Bowl contender.
Oh, we right now we are maybe the favorites to be Super Bowl
You need to
contenders.
slow down, okay? Uh, on the margarita, okay? And slow down on your thoughts right now
Cheers, guys.
because you're wilding out right now. Relax. We
Yeah.
haven't played a game yet. If I were you, I would try and put all my resources and focus on week 2.
Well,
It's going to be the week that shows you that you're not the team that you think you are.
man. First off, one game at a time. We have Buffalo Bills on Monday night to start
To
the
open
season.
the season, and
Oh,
then you
man.
got Dallas. Listen,
And then we got
it's going to be
difficult
listen,
schedule.
Listen,
Actually.
it's hard to start 0-2. Okay, listen, it's hard, but trust me, I've been there. I won the chip. Okay,
Oh, you've
In
been there more
96,
than once.
I
huh?
won the chip in '96, starting 0-2. You know that. I
Yeah.
won the chip in '94 when Emmett sat out. But okay, I'm the only team that's ever done that. I get it. But you can be like me. You can
Yeah.
try and be like me. Try and be like the Dallas Cowboys, my
No,
friend.
but honestly, how I became a
Special
Jets
shout out
fan.
going out there to Randy.
Shout out.
By the way, Randy, we're going to talk about you in a minute, so stay here. You guys,
Yeah.
oh, name all in the street. I talked to your 49ers. Woo, big problems over there. Okay, so listen, let me ask you a question. How does one become a Jet? Because a Jet is one of those teams that really have a fan base that nobody knows. So how did you become?
Yeah, so most of the fans, they're locals, from New Jersey and all that stuff. It's still one of the biggest
Fan bases that
biggest
nobody
fan
cares
base.
about. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Absolutely.
for me, what happened was when I grew up, I used to watch Tom Brady and Chad Ochocinco, Ray Lewis, and obviously LaDainian Tomlinson which was my idol when I grew up.
All right.
And
None of them Jets,
so
but go
I
ahead.
was by default a Chargers fan in the beginning of the 2000s, and
Oh.
then
Oh, I didn't know that. You
yeah, well,
you got your heart broken?
no, you know what?
So you, so
I
you left and you just said, don't talk to me no more. I don't want to ever see you again. Is that
No,
how that works?
but I just followed him. When he got traded to New York, I said, okay, you know what? New York Jets might be my team now. So from there, with Sanchez, who was in his rookie year,
But Fumble Sanchez?
yeah, but fumble. Before that, they
Before the
went
butt
in
fumble.
what 2 AFC championship in a row with Rex Ryan. So I was pretty hyped up.
They were right on the doorstep with the Patriots. They just couldn't close the door.
Yeah, that's it. But
And they were probably the better team. The couple of years they played in the NFC.
yeah,
AFC
they
final.
did. I mean, they were underdogs both years that they went in to the championship, and then from there, I mean, it was a disaster after that. LT called it a career. He retired, and then I just end up being like, oh, what's my team now? I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stick up to the Jets right now.
Exactly. I'm gonna have to do something that I don't normally do on the show here. I'm gonna have to apologize to you. And I'm gonna have to apologize to the people watching. That was about 117,000 minutes of things that I didn't need to hear in my life. Special shout out going to my cousin Jerome in Philly. Jerome, stay tuned today. He's coming. Randy, this is for you. Let's talk about the big news that happened yesterday. Trey Lance!
Is that a big news for you?
Trey Lance.
I mean, what the guy did, he did nothing yet. And
I agree, but here's the thing. And if you're a 49er like Randy is out there, and our other podcast partner coming on the show later, one thing everybody knows is what they talk about with him was potential. I have been saying this forever. The thing that I hate about this league the most is when you take a kid coming out of college and you put him in the saddle right away. The NFL used to be you draft your quarterback, you sit him on the bench for 3 or 4 years till he learns how to play the game, he matures, and he gets ready to play ball. Now, they took this young kid who didn't even play a lot of football before that. They put him in there. Obviously, he didn't play to the standard that they wanted. But hey, it's like San Francisco. That's what they do.
But
They get rid of you.
it costs
Isn't
them
that,
too
am I
much,
right,
man.
Randy? Just get rid of people. You're not doing anything for me. Get out.
Yeah, but it cost them
I-
so much. 3 first-round pick for this guy. I
Yes.
mean, he got injured, and it
Not
sucks.
his fault.
Not his fault.
Twice. Not his
Oh,
fault.
man. Yeah, I mean, it's
But okay, I'm going to tell you something that happens in life. There are people in life. I'm not going to say like me because that would just, I'm not going to say me. But there are people in life that have kind hearts, that open up their hearts to people.
not in that business. I'm sorry, man.
Excuse me, sir. They open up their hearts to people and they accept them and take them in.
Yeah.
I, as a Dallas Cowboy,
But-
accepted that young man, and I brought him into the fold.
So-
And listen, Trey, come here. You're in good hands. Come get this hug.
So
Come get this hug.
So what if Dak Prescott got injured? Do you believe that Trey Lance could make a difference?
I believe Trey Lance. Listen. Let's talk about Trey Lance for a second. The potential that this young man has is astronomical. He came in when you're looking at quarterbacks like Jalen Hurts,
Mhm.
when you're looking at Justin Fields,
Yeah.
when you're looking at a young crop of quarterbacks that are mobile, can use their feet, can get out there, and I think he was rushed. I think if you give this kid 3 years on the bench to learn how to play this game of football, he's going to be an elite football player. But you got to give him the time. Frisco just didn't give him the time.
Yeah.
And what does Frisco know anyway? How many quarterbacks do they have anyway? They're talking about Sam Darnold right now, and let's be honest.
And
One of their quarterbacks is going to get hurt.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
And it was the same story from Darnold. As a Jets fan, when we recruited him, we just threw him right there on the field, and you know what happened? He was a bust right away. He didn't
Zach
have
Wilson.
any confidence. He didn't have any mentors behind him.
That's right.
And then he got traded or released, and he got to the Panthers, and it was atrocious in
Yeah.
Carolina.
Give
And now
these
he's
kids time to learn the game. That's all I ask. Give these kids time to learn the game. Let them mature. But everybody is, what have you done for me lately? Speaking of Rick Richardson, has been named the starter.
yeah.
I don't know if I agree with that at all. But
I mean,
they're looking at youth. They're looking at getting money. Now, if he fails, is he wrong?
Well, some franchises just don't have any choice. You know, if you're talking about the Panthers, they only have Bryce Young, and you're talking about the Colts, they only have Richardson. So they don't have any choice to go with them. That's their only option. They didn't went to the off-season market. They didn't try to buy a Derek Carr or
Yeah.
Rodgers or Garoppolo. They were all the way into the draft. They were trying to get the first one coming out, and they're gonna roll with that. I mean, there's some seasons that they're gonna be in the off-season market. But now I think they just believe in that new QB class that just came out. But I don't know, man. He has a big body. He has a lot of speed, a good arm. I mean, the Colts could be good.
And look, there's a QB class that's working right now. The Jalen Hurts class, the Justin Fields class, the Jacob Lawrence. Listen, these kids are playing ball right now.
Yeah.
But it took them a couple of years. Listen, everybody was saying, and I'm not even convinced yet, but everybody was saying that Justin Hurts was washed. Listen, I'm not convinced he's an elite quarterback. If you look at fantasy football right now, he's ranked over Patrick Mahomes for fantasy. That might be because of the rushing yards. I get it.
Man, Jalen Hurts did an amazing season. If you watch, I mean, the Super Bowl, this Super Bowl, I never been entertained that much from a Super Bowl. You remember that one with the Rams in the past that finished 13-3? That was like the worst one. And Jalen Hurts
at the end
did
of the day,
everything that he needed to do. Everything. I have nothing to say about it.
At the end of the day, he's a Philadelphia Eagle. I can care less.
Yeah, of course.
Je ne care pas.
Je ne care pas.
Je ne care pas.
But still, though, did you guys lost against the Eagles last year?
Okay, moving on. So we're gonna actually. Okay, coming into the season, what are your stories of the season this year? We did this yesterday, but give me your thoughts on the teams that you think are going to make a leap this year.
A leap. Oh man.
Mine was definitely Detroit Lions. I think the Detroit
The-
Lions are.
Oh man, the
put them-
Lions. I mean, if we're talking about first the Lions, I think Jared Goff just did maybe his best season yet. I love Dan Campbell.
Sorry, former Dallas Cowboy. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, but
It's okay. No, we're everywhere, B. We're everywhere, money.
And I think they have some good weapons on offense. Amrad St.
Oh,
Brown.
no, St. Brown.
St.
Mod
Brown
St.
is
Brown.
something.
They just picked up that Gibbs, that rookie
Yes,
running back.
Gibbs.
I did that.
And it just
And they
sucks
gave
that
up Swift, so they must see something in this kid that,
they might. They
yeah,
might.
or see something in Swift that we didn't see because Swift was a baller,
Yeah.
and he goes to Philly. I don't want to talk about it, but yeah,
But yeah, about the other rookie that they have, Williams, number 9. I
yeah,
don't know.
Williams is nice.
Yeah, but
Listen, he has the weapons, and they listen. Dan Campbell has built a defense out there that's crazy. They picked up another outside linebacker to go with Hutchinson. By the way, Hutchinson,
a beast.
beast,
Oh my god,
monster.
man, he's.
You're looking at somebody that has the potential in 2-3 years to become a defensive player of the year.
Oh,
That
if Nick
he is that
Bosa,
good.
if Nick Bosa has a down year, he might be one of the best DN in the. He might be the best DN in the league. I mean, you remember? I don't know if you saw that play that he was like he just dropped back into a coverage.
3 points exactly,
And
then,
he did like a pick, like in front of the wide receiver on the sideline. He ran all the way from this to the sideline,
yeah.
and he picked him off. I think it was Justin Field actually against
yeah.
Chicago. I was like, oh my god, how this guy like went up all the way there? He's athletic. He has long arms. He's strong. He can get off your blocks, get to the quarterback easily.
Absolutely.
He's something.
That is my pick right there for standout team. Anybody else you see making a
Oh
move?
man, I mean, on paper, the Ravens looks amazing.
That's what I said too, man. With the addition of Odell, Zay Flowers that they just picked up, Bateman's still there. They've got Dobbins that's finally healthy. Listen, if everybody's healthy and contributing, who do you stop?
They have,
Who do you stop?
they have so much speed on offense right
Because
now.
let's not get it twisted. Odell Beckham Jr. was on his way to being the Super Bowl MVP before he got hurt in that game.
Yeah.
He still has it.
Mhm.
And if he what he doesn't lack or what he doesn't have, he's going to open up other players because you still have to pay attention to him.
And don't forget about Mark Andrews.
Oh my God,
He's
top 2 tight end in the game, maybe.
and I love what Isaiah Likely, the second tight end, did as well.
Yeah, he
Last
came in
year.
and contributed.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
they have a full offense right now. Before Lamar signed his contract, and we didn't know if it was coming back, and then OBJ signing and all that stuff. We're looking.
Well, they
at
fight.
the-
And listen, we're talking about a Lamar Jackson that's never had weapons. He finally has weapons now.
Yeah. But now he needs to like finish games.
Come on in
and-
there, baby. Don't be afraid to get close. Let
yeah,
the
I
people
don't
see you.
know. I was kind of
Let the people see you,
on the
baby.
side, you know.
Yeah. So that's my take. My take is you got to watch out for them. Now, I said my team's on a decline. I don't think the Giants are going to do it this year.
Oh man, I mean,
They paid that much attention to Danny Dimes and have Saquon Barkley that upset. Obviously, this is your last season with Saquon,
no, Saquon just did an amazing year as well, and he felt like
and they
he
gave
had,
him no love.
and he felt like he had to get a big contract, and I get him. I get it because I was a running back myself, and I know for a fact that you cannot win a football game without a running game.
Hold on.
You cannot
Hold on,
win
hold
if
on,
you
hold
don't
on,
run.
Hold up.
That's the thing.
I can't let this go by right now. Did you say you were a running back?
I was a running back.
You're 5'1"?
Yeah, I'm 5'6", but you know,
Okay, no, my bad. You're a
if
running
you
back
thought
at
if
5'1".
you
okay,
if
Deuce,
you
Deuce.
knew about Tariq
Deuce.
Cohen, he was the same height. What about Deuce Vaughn, your new guy?
That's right.
He's about
so
the same height as me. And-
no, Deuce Vaughn is 5'4", but you're right. But
Yeah.
same height. So you're comparing yourself to Deuce Vaughn?
Yo, man. I mean, he's strong as hell. And what is good with small running back like that, what the people don't get is they're so low.
You
from
can't
the
see them coming out
floor.
of the backfield.
Yeah, but still they have so much balance. They can get so low in front of you that it's so hard to tackle. You need to get to his pad level to tackle him. And it's so easier for him to like juke you, make a move on you, or just stay on his feet because he's so low from the ground. So he can get that speed, can get that quickness and all that stuff. So I mean, this
Ladies and
guy's gonna be
gentlemen, the
something.
last 3 minutes have been brought to you by Coach Adam.
Coach
Coach
Adam.
Adam and his football tips.
Uh,
Stay low, center of gravity. Stay balanced to the ground.
I know.
Nobody can get you.
And
Okay, so your thoughts? Are the Giants going to be a playoff team this year?
no, no, I'm sorry. I mean, in the division that they are in, I think the first of all the Commanders. If it's not for if Sam Howell don't uh, step up, I mean, there's what Eagles gonna finish first. I think the
What?
Cowboys. Um,
But you just skated over the Cowboys. Like the Eagles didn't give away 87 players on defense. What are we talking about right now?
Eagle will still be a
So they
good
can, they
team.
can lose all of that and they're so good it doesn't matter?
What do you talk?
I got something for the ass. It's called Micah Parsons.
Yeah, shout out Parsons.
It's called
He's-
Stephon Gilmore.
Yeah,
It's called
But
Trayvon
still.
Diggs. I got something for the ass.
yeah, but come on, man. Cowboys, it's the same thing every year. What can we say? I mean, they have respectable seasons. I get that. I'll give them that.
Shout out to my
But-
boy Gary Scotland.
But then in playoff, Dak need to prove that he is the man. If he don't prove, because everyone on the team right now, offense, defense, they're looking at him right now. I'm looking at you.
Facts.
I,
Can't take that
I,
away.
I trust you, but now it's the last time. I think it's the last ride for Dak Prescott. If he doesn't bring his team to the first of all the playoffs,
Look, the Cowboys made a big statement picking up Trey Young.
yeah, but Trey Lance,
Trey Lance,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Picking up Trey Lance. They made a big statement.
And then they still have Cooper Rush, who was kind of good when
And
Dak
he's still
wasn't
number
there.
2.
And he's still number 2.
He's
But
still number
it,
2.
it might change though. But I mean Zeke is gone, and since
What do you think about that move to New England?
man, I think Zeke is washed up a little bit.
Ooh, that's hard to say.
I think
Zeke inside of-
Ramondre. I think is still
he's
Ramondre
still the bell cow.
Stevenson.
Yeah, he's still number 1.
I think he's still gonna be number 1.
Yeah.
I think Zeke still gonna be a running back 2
Look,
behind him.
Zeke is proven to be untouchable inside the 10. So
Yeah, well,
he still
you
has it. He
want
still
you
has it.
want to have a big body
And
like
Belichick
him.
is a north-south coach. He wants a running back that fires up the pussy, and that's what Zeke does.
Yeah, well, he will never. He knows. I think he knows that he will never be a number 1 running back in the team no more, and he's just there to be there for like a
Get that paycheck.
third and short, third and goal, and some stuff
Yeah.
like that. And then he's gonna get out the field and put a running back more elusive than him because he's not
Yeah.
the Zeke
The
that he used
breakaway
to be.
speed is gone.
And you remember that rookie year with Dak in 2016? I
No,
think.
it was
Oh
crazy.
my God! I
I remember the
never saw anything
80-yard
like
run
that.
against the 80-yard run against Cincinnati.
I really thought.
Nobody touched him.
I really thought we were looking at the '90s Cowboys for an
Yeah.
instant.
But
then
things
It
happen.
was only a dream. It was only a dream.
Why you got to bring up Biggie, man?
All right, man.
Let me
I
ask you a
don't know.
question about your former team, though, because this is the team that nobody talks about. But like, talk about watching people and whether they might be watched or not. Is this the year where we have to start looking at Herbert and saying maybe you're not the guy with the Chargers?
No. What do you mean? He is the guy for this franchise.
But
They-
no.
They found their quarterback.
They have to start winning, though.
Well, I mean, we don't talk about them too much. They're not
Never,
really
Gary,
a,
never.
a good. They're not a big subject in the league, but still, are they making the play? I think they did the playoff the last 2 years, if I'm not mistaken.
No, but he has to win. I mean, if Dak is win at all costs, doesn't he have to win at all costs?
Yeah, well, I mean,
W's make the difference, no?
and for me, Justin Herbert is getting better every year and every year. And you remember that last playoff game against Jacksonville? I couldn't believe my eyes out. They finally lost that game. The Jags came
Yo, that was
back.
crazy. It looked like they were there, man.
Oh my God, I never saw
but
anything
but
like this.
but that's what I'm saying. Is Lawrence moving up? Is Herbert moving down? Like what's going on right now?
No, I mean, Herbert's gonna move up. He's getting experience. He's getting good seasons and good games, and he's always like making good throws and everything, good reads. I really love him. I think he's a top 10 quarterback right now. It's all about the defense.
That's debatable for me, man. I know he gets yards in there. I know he puts up numbers, but he's not winning yet. And at the end of the day, W's matter. The same thing with your boy. At the end of the day, you can't put a yellow jacket on Aaron Rodgers right now. You got to win, B.
Yeah,
He only has one chip.
you gotta win. But if you want to go back to the Jets, I think he has everything that he need to be successful this year. Coming back with the OC that he won 2 MVPs with him, and really comfortable with him as well for the play calling. I think Hackett is
My
called.
boy Gary, and another Cowboy says he believes in the Chargers as well.
I I mean, you can say whatever you want about the Charter. I think they still gonna be.
I just think they have to win.
They're gonna be. I think they're still gonna be a playoff team, but it's still gonna be about win a playoff game for the Chargers, for the young Herbert and this young squad. I mean, they're in a good division this year as well. But
Here's a question. Off moves over the offseason. A team that I think made significant changes, real good changes to their team, were the Seattle Seahawks. Do the 49ers win that division? Are they now contenders for that division?
man, the thing with 49ers, I know Brock Purdy, there was a hype, 6-0 as a starter, amazing. But
But now we're playing for real. Now people have tape on them.
yeah,
Now
but
people see what
the
they
thing
do.
with 49ers every year is their defense. They are elite at the defense position. And for the Seahawks, I mean, Geno Smith was incredible. He did a comeback that nobody believed in him.
Mhm.
And he was like, I think he was comeback player of the year as well.
Yeah, he was.
But still, he has to prove it again. I mean, a good season is good. It makes me think of who was this quarterback? Well, remember like Kirk Cousin when he was in Redskins.
Ugh.
It was
I
they
just-
had he had a good season, and everybody was like fucking.
Well,
hype,
he had a
and
good season in Minnesota, paid him $1 billion.
and then
By the way,
that's it.
re-signed him for more this year. So they obviously believe in him. But Kirk Cousins is another one of the quarter. Don't sleep on him. He does win. He just doesn't win when he's supposed to. Very Tony Romo-ish.
Tony Romo, come on now, you like him? Oh man, that was bad
Wow.
years for the Cowboys right there, man. I really I love Tony Romo as a
person.
broadcaster. he's the best on CBS. I mean,
No, he really is,
Oh
though.
man, I love him. I love him. But
He has a third eye out there.
as
He has a
a-
third eye out
as
there.
a quarterback, I mean, he was okay, for me. Did you
But
like
okay.
him?
I love Tony. Come on. You're talking to me now. Looking back at you right now, B. Looking back at you right now, B.
Oh, come on. Take
So,
it off that chair, man.
leave the shit where it's at. So at the end of the day, what we're looking at is a season where I think it's going to stay the way it is. But my question is, are you a formidable contender for the Bills right now? Like, is that division finally back to being competitive? With
You talking about AFC East?
AFC East, with the Patriots, with you guys? with
First
the
of
Bills?
all, for me, the Patriots gonna be at the bottom. I
they're,
mean,
they're done. You're finished.
what do you think about Mac Jones? I mean, he wasn't that great last season.
No, another young quarterback.
Who
could've
they
rested.
who they picked up this off season. I mean, not a big name. I mean, Zeke, okay. I don't remember. I can't even like name you like if they add up some good weapons on offense or defense. Because I mean, Belichick is gonna be he might be the one of the greatest coach to ever live.
Now there's a
but-
yellow jacket. First ballot, easy.
First ballot.
It's
okay?
not even debatable.
But if you're looking at the roster from the Dolphins, looking at the roster from the Jets and the Bills, it's gonna be a hard season for the
So,
Pats.
so is that division finally competitive again?
It will be.
The-
It will be.
from top to bottom. Okay, we'll leave the Patriots at the bottom, but between Miami, shout out to New City. I didn't even want to talk to you. I got to work there tomorrow though. Boozy brunch at New City. Shout out to India Rose as well.
Shout out India Rosa,
What's up,
baby.
fam? The Jets here. So between Miami, between the Jets, and between the Bills, it looks like the AFC is back to being the AFC West.
Oh yes, But still, every year, even though the Jets ending up being last, division games is always good games. I mean, even though we lost a handful of them the last seasons, they were still tight games. It was still like entertaining games to watch.
Yeah, can't say they weren't.
And for my Jets, Rogers that we just talked about, that he has this old OC, then he has the Randall Cobb, then he has Alan Lazard. That's the New York Packers right there, man. He's already
Alan
comfortable.
Lazard's already hurt, and Randall Cobb is 150,000 years old.
But still, these two veterans, they are good teacher to the younger
Okay, no,
guys.
we're not. Stop. We're gonna have to do this all year with him. I'm not doing it today. Okay, enough. I don't want enough.
Let's talk about after week 2. We're gonna talk about it. You'll see after week 2. Come on now.
Oh, you're calling your shot already, are you? Yeah. I think somebody's gonna owe somebody a dinner at this table after week 2, B. That's what I think. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Introducing my man to what is it? The right of your screen, to my left. Adam the Jet, he's here. He's a new member of the Brothers Talk Ball family. You're gonna see him all year. Shout out to all you all. I will be back later today, unfortunately, with the sidekick. For those of you getting ready for fantasy football season,
yeah,
you signed into the league yet?
I will do it right now.
Before
right
you,
after.
Exactly before you leave. After work, Daryl. Yeah, okay. You got to stay on these kids. For all your fantasy needs, we're gonna go over your this weekend. We're gonna go over your running backs, your quarterbacks. Today, we're gonna start with wide receivers, and you really want to watch the show because there are a lot of wide receivers to choose from in this league. Your head can explode. So on behalf of my boy, this is me, your board certified fantasy football guru, alongside Adam the Jet. This is Brothers Talk Ball. Shout out to the India Rosa family.
Shout out to India Rosa.
Your
Let's
boys
go.
Here. Your boys here. All right.
Thank you for having me, man. Thank you for having me. Hey, shout out to the new studio to Daryl, man.
Thank you, brother.
This setup is amazing. Except for the Cowboy stuff over there, we're gonna get rid of that. But yeah, man, it's been a pleasure. And I'll see you week 2, though. I'll come back week 2 and I'm gonna talk about it. I'm telling you.
Goodbye, people. I gotta get rid of this guy already. Have a good one.